Yeah. Okay, thanks. Very good morning to the members of the media. Joining me at this press briefing are Brother Lincoln Lewis, General Secretary of the Ghana Trade Union Congress, and Senior Counsel, Honorable Roy Steele Ford. The ruling by the Honorable Justice Sandel on Friday, the 19th of April, 2024, was indeed an historical and landmark decision. That decision has crushed the ambition of the PVPC government in advancing their march toward the establishment of a dictatorship. They are still reeling from the effect of that decision. And the prognosis is they may never recover. In their attempt to crush the teacher strike by labeling it political and illegal, in effect what they attempted to do was to undermine and emasculate the Ghana Teachers Union. But not only that, it was intended to also crush the progressive arm of the labor movement. This is a victory to celebrate. And it is not only a victory for the Ghana Teachers Union, it is a victory for the entire labor movement. The affiliates of the Ghana Trade Union Congress, as you are aware, the GTUC enjoined the Teachers Union in the legal battle. It is a victory for the Ghana Public Service Union, and it is even a victory for those unions that are aligned to the People's Progressive Party, the GAU, the NASDs, and etc., and the unions of PTOG. This is indeed a mammoth victory. And it is a victory, once handled properly, can be the catalyst for the resurgence of this great movement. It is a victory that can restore the movement to its heydays, the days of Ubort Nathaniel Pritchard. It is for us to ensure that we make maximum use of this victory. The PPPC government had intended for it to succeed in crushing
Ghana Trade Union Congress was given support to workers and union cause entered into the court issue because collectively the Federation believed the PDP government was setting out to cut off the lifeblood of the GTUC. And if successful, they will have turned on any union challenging the violation and transgressions. The PDP are sore losers, and history has proven they are never prepared to play by the rules when in government. Rules only mean something to them when they are in opposition. The Jagio Ali regime has proven to be even worse, with Machiavellian tendencies and practices, threatening peace and stability, lives, livelihood, and our nation. It is also important to state that the trade union community must recognize that the ETU has led the way on this landmark victory, which is to the what is to be carry foundation. Must be made to correct the map done and slippers on the road. Over there, by their teachers, in the front line, and they have been in the front line leadership, refusing to be divided. In true trade union resolve and resilience in the struggle for workers' rights and protection. The labor union has proven is collective from all races and communities, that Guyanese can come together on issues, fight and win their battles and struggles against common threats to their collective well-being. It is a lesson that must be enshrined. Our teachers from all races, ethnic and political persuasion rejected race, ethnicity, and political baiting to show the world and other Guyanese we can achieve as a united labor movement. Before the GTUC joined the teachers' piece, there was a meeting with Senior Council Royston Foreman, where we discussed the struggles of Hubert Nathaniel Critchlow, protecting the values and integrity of the Guyana Constitution, particularly Article 147 and the ILO Conventions. We sealed the deal, and it brought great relief. When asked about costs to pay, Mr. Ford immediately said, no cost. It is about us. Let us fight. A key issue addressed by Justice Sandy Issou was Article 147 of the Guyana Constitution, which speaks to the protection of freedom of assembly, association, and demonstration, to the right to strike and collective bargaining. This demonstrates that our Constitution can work and is there to protect and advance the rights of citizens and not to embolden governments to transgress them. The decisions included that there exists the right to strike in the circumstances where an employer has taken the decision not to negotiate with trade unions. The The termination of the task is illegal and must continue. The declaration or the deduction, in fact, from the salaries of the teachers is illegal due to the fact that the employer refused to negotiate. The dereliction in the performance of the duties of the chief labor officer in not seeking to address the issue as requested by the GTUC was convinced and continue to be convinced. It has made the correct decision to recruit Ford, for he was incisive, thorough, well prepared, and command our deserved space in the courtroom. There was a general, palpable feeling of appreciation for this move by the GTUC and full deliver on requests with great skills, establishing his well-deserved bona fide as an officer. To those who contributed, former Minister, Senior Counsel Basil Williams, Attorney at Law Darrell Wade, current trade union leaders and teachers, GTUC, together with the media who have given carpet coverage to this. Thank you very much for your contribution. Comrades, we are open to questions. When you're pondering, move on, we can stop it. This decision has established the bedrock for us to build or continue building the trade union capacity. This week, at weekend, we start Labor Week. It was the women who are members of the GT who led the way, who stood with resilience for the 29 days in the streets, fighting for a just cause. Sunday the 28th marks the beginning of Labor Week. In honor of these women, the struggles of the women in this country, and the recent struggle by the teachers, we have decided that on the 28th we start with the reclaim ceremony at the full court of Parliament, the foot of Hubert Nathaniel Rich statue. We will be leading, we will be fielding all women, all the speakers will be with, all the persons who will be laying wreaths will be women. In fact, the program on that day will be going to be chaired by the president of the Diana Coastal, and Nelson. The leader of the Takadin from the PSU, and the main speaker will be Milei McCallum, who is Vice President of Education for Ghana Trade Union Congress. On the Labor Day, which is next Wednesday, we will be led agreement. This is the signal to the authorities from that we are prepared to allow the women not only to continue taking the rightful place, but to carry the charge, since they have been the bedrock in this struggle for this landmark decision. We have to continue to fight. The government has said that appeal the decision. The government has said that they will appeal the decision, which to signal to them that we are prepared to work with them wherever they want to go. We want to advise them that we believe that they believe that the CCJ is an arm of the people government, of the people party. We want to tell them, we want to send a message to them that we will walk not in, walk alongside them. We will wake up, we will go to bed in the court with them. We will wake up in the court with them, and we will fight them in the court. We're not prepared with it. Today we are calling on every worker, every guy, make sure we stop the runaway train that believe that they can use the laws and the constitution and the authority we have vested in them to violate the laws, to transgress the rights of citizens. It has to come down. We are not going to sit down. Let me again thank the media community. You have done a splendid job in helping us to get a message to every nook and cranny in this country. And wish to implore, also wish to implore upon the citizens that when you encourage a government to violate laws and transgress the rights of a citizen or a group of citizens, it is only time when they will turn on you, because power has no boundary when it comes to the issue of transgressing and waiting. It has no boundary in, even if it requires getting rid of the individual or individuals who will stand on the side of right, of principle. All that we're asking you to join us, let us protect this. Let us fight. Let the fight continue. Let us do something that is different for once. Let us rid Guyana. Let us rid Guyana from going down the street or going down that precipice that politically or government political leaders are taking at this juncture. We need to do. Come May Day, I want to call Labor Day, I want to call on you to join in the street. We will continue with our march and our rally. And we're asking you, we're inviting you to even come out and reclaim. You know, that's the photograph at the end there. That's the man, Hubert Nathaniel Critchlow. That man is responsible for the establishing of trade union and advancing trade unionism in the British Empire. He formed the first union. If Guyana has been forced with Critchlow, let us give it and Samuel Critchlow judgment. We have to work to protect it because the first of it. Thank you. Any questions? Yes. I'm not hearing. Calling now. Yes, Mark.
Yes. I have a question for the senior counsel Royce. Yeah, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry about that. Anil Nandalal has said that he is going to appeal the matter. How confident are you that that will be a success story for them, or is just another fishing expedition? Also, what Anil said was that, in my interpretation, that regardless of what the court ruled, there will still be salary deduction from those who were absent from school and were protesting. Your take, sir.
Good morning, Mark. In relation to the law, I believe that after Judge would have delivered his decision, a very clear, concise, and everyday judgment, that there is no basis for any deductions in relation to the teachers for the days on which they were on strike. The judge expressly and clearly stated that that would be unconstitutional, that there is no power in the government, the Ministry of Education, in relation to the first question and the possibility of the government prevailing at the appeal, I believe that there is no proper foundation for the position right now. The judge's decision, as I said, was very clear, concise. It took into consideration all the possible arguments. The judge examined the intent of the government, of the National Assembly, in bringing these new laws into place as part of a constitutional scheme. And therefore, I am not of the view that the government's appeal will need to change the decision of Justice Gisbert.
I'm not hearing. I'm not sure if there's any other media person there asking any question. But I know Mr. Lewis mentioned earlier the impact of this case and the importance. Have other union leaders reached out to you guys to say, well, this was a step in the right direction, and it's a good thing for workers throughout the country, regardless of their political affiliation? And what about contacts from union leaders from the Caribbean and other parts of the world reaching out on this case? It might be to the layman a simple case, but again, how important is this case for all workers in Guyana and all unions?
In that there's level of jubilation among the affiliates of the GTUC on this issue. There's not one either who did one union who didn't call in on were affiliated to the GTUC. I didn't call in on Friday afternoon to have this matter, to speak for the how happy they are with this issue and how we can move to use it as a catalyst in building a future for this movement. In fact, the second call I received on that day, the person said to me, we long overdue. There are other pieces of legislation that we need to challenge in the court. We don't have to wait for issues. We need to continue to challenge them because this government has been running roughshod over people on this issue. Let me go further to tell you that I've had discussions. I've had calls from Jamaica. I've had calls from Dominica. I've had calls from Barbados. And I've had a call from Trinidad and Tobago. And these are prominent leaders who call me to see they have read it, they have read the media, they are encouraged. In fact, one of them is to be that we need to, the TUC need to circulate it for every union in the Caribbean. And we ought to be using, the Caribbean movement ought to be using this as a platform to call on the respective unions to move to have legislation put in place in addressing or implementing some of these measures. So it is not something that people are not conscious about. It is something that is very, the Caribbean leaders and Ghanaians will be happy about. I mean, even those who will not want to see anything or can't come out to see anything, be afraid of the reprisals of the arms of the state. We will still have, but they still happy about it. So I still.
Mark, I learned that these calls were made to GTUC, recognizing the revolutionary nature of this decision. This decision has radically altered what we understand to be the industrial relations which would exist between an employer and employee, between the state of the government of Guyana. This is a significant and landmark decision which would have set free labor from the confines of the common law and traditions of the past. When the bill was tabled in the National Assembly in 2004-3, it was the very intention of the PPP, as the government at that time, they stated clearly that they want to constitutionalize the right to strike, constitutionalize the collective bargaining. These were matters which were raised and pointed out in the course of Justice Kissoon's judgment. Interestingly, they were not advanced or brought to the judge's attention by the Attorney General, who I believe effectively sought to conceal the range and purpose of these constitutional provisions. So this is a major win for labor, it's a major win for the Guyanese people, and we have to defend it now. The nature of our constitutional system and legal system is that laws are passed, but the protection and articulation of those laws requires citizens to stand up and to defend them in a court of law. Yes.
Any more questions? If no more questions, I want to thank you for tuning in and those who attend physically. Thank you very much. Let me once again thank the media for the assistance you have given during the struggles of the teachers in the street and in the courts. We look forward to working with you, collaborating with you as we prosecute this issue further. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Stopped. Recording stopped.